Listen up, Duval. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. And we need to talk about what's happening with our franchise quarterback Trevor Lawrence right now. Because the trajectory of this entire organization hinges on what happens in these next few weeks. Coach Liam Cohen is getting real with us. And honestly, that's exactly what we need right now. No more sugarcoating, no more excuses, just straight talk about where Trev is at and where he needs to be. Here's the exciting part that should have every Jaguars fan fired up right now. Cohen sees the potential, he sees the flashes, he's watching the same quarterback we all believed in when we made him the first overall pick. Going back to that Kansas City game, Lawrence has been taking care of the football, and that's absolutely crucial for this offense to function at the level we know it can. The interception against the Chiefs was questionable at best. We all saw that controversial call. But the point is, our guy has been protecting the rock, and that's fundamental to winning football in this league. You cannot win games if you're turning the ball over, and Lawrence is showing discipline in that area, which is a massive positive sign for where this offense is headed. The explosive plays are coming back too, and this is where Jaguars fans need to get hyped, because we've seen what this offense can do when it's clicking on all cylinders. Last week we created some serious chunk plays through the air, and even though Cohen doesn't want to throw it as much as they have been, not because Lawrence can't handle it, but because staying balanced is critical to sustaining drives and keeping defenses honest, the fact that we're generating those explosives in the passing game shows that the talent is absolutely there. The connection between Cohen's play calling and Lawrence's execution is starting to materialize, and when you've got a quarterback who can push the ball downfield and an offensive coordinator who knows how to scheme guys open, that's when magic happens in the NFL. Now let's get to the real talk portion, because this is where Duval needs to lock in and understand what's holding us back from being the team we know we can be. The slow starts have got to stop, period, end of story, no more debate about it. We cannot afford to take a quarter or even a half to get into rhythm when we're fighting for our playoff lives in a brutal AFC. Lawrence and the entire offensive unit need to come out firing from the opening snap. Because in today's NFL, you're playing catch-up if you're not scoring early and often. That's on everyone, from the coaching staff getting the right plays dialed up early, to Lawrence being locked in from the first snap to the receivers running crisp routes right out of the gate. Cohen is taking accountability here, and that's what championship level coaching looks like. He's saying we need to prepare better. We need to communicate better about what looks we're expecting, what the defense is going to show us, and how we're going to attack it. This is music to the ears of anyone who's been frustrated with the inconsistency, because it shows there's a plan to fix it. There's recognition of the problem, and there's a path forward to getting this thing right. The attention to detail in preparation is what separates good offenses from great ones. And if Cohen and Lawrence can get on the same page with pre-snap reads and early game execution, we're looking at a completely different offense than what we've seen in stretches this season. Here's where it gets critical, and every Jaguars fan needs to hear this. Lawrence has to start hitting the layups consistently. This has been the Achilles heel of his game since he came into the league, and it's time to put it to bed once and for all. The easy completions, the routine throws, the stuff that should be automatic for a quarterback of his caliber, those have to become money in the bank every single time. Cohen said it perfectly. We've got to make the easy ones easy. And that's not being harsh on Lawrence, that's just reality. When you miss the gimmies, you're putting yourself in second and long, third and long situations where defenses can tee off on you and suddenly the entire operation grinds to a halt. But when you're hitting those layups, converting on first down, staying ahead of the chains, that's when the play action opens up, that's when the deep shots become available, that's when defenses start breaking down because they're on their heels. The protection issues are real too, and Cohen is absolutely right that sacks are an all-11 problem. It's not just on the offensive line. It's not just on Lawrence holding the ball too long. It's everybody doing their job in concert. Running backs need to pick up blitzes. Receivers need to win their routes quickly when pressure is coming. The line needs to communicate and pick up stunts. And Lawrence needs to know when to throw it away or take off and get what he can with his legs. The fact that Lawrence stood in there and took some shots last week shows he's got the courage and the toughness that you want from your franchise guy. But we've got to find that balance between being brave in the pocket and being smart about not taking unnecessary punishment that knocks us off schedule. The operation in and out of the huddle improved last week, and that's another step in the right direction, because tempo and efficiency matter so much in today's game. When you're getting to the line quickly, when you're making your checks and adjustments with time to spare, when you're not burning timeouts or rushing to beat the play clock, that's when you can actually execute at a high level. The Chiefs do this, the Bills do this, the elite offenses in this league are surgical in their operation, and the Jaguars are trending toward that standard, which should have everyone in Duval excited about where this thing is going. What makes this situation so promising is that Cohen isn't just identifying problems. He's laying out the solutions and creating accountability across the board. He's not throwing Lawrence under the bus. He's not pointing fingers at the offensive line. He's saying this is on all of us to fix, and here's how we're going to do it. That kind of leadership and that kind of honest assessment is exactly what this team needs right now. Because we've got the talent, we've got the pieces, we just need everyone pulling in the same direction and executing at a higher level consistently. Lawrence has shown throughout his career that he can elevate his game when it matters most. We've seen him lead fourth quarter comebacks. We've seen him make incredible throws under pressure. We've seen flashes of the elite quarterback everyone believed he could be. Now it's about putting it all together week in and week out, eliminating the mistakes, hitting the routine throws, and being the steady force that this offense can rally around. With Cohen's guidance and the talent around him, there's absolutely no reason Lawrence can't take that next step and become the top-tier quarterback we all know he's capable of being. The path forward is clear. Start faster, make the easy throws, protect the football, and get everyone on the same page schematically. Do those things consistently and this Jaguars offense becomes dangerous. This team becomes a legitimate threat in the AFC, and Duval gets to watch meaningful football down the stretch and into January. The foundation is being laid right now, the standard is being set. And if Lawrence and this offense can respond to Cohen's challenge, we're looking at an exciting finish to this season and an even brighter future ahead. This is the moment where everything can turn, where the narrative shifts from what could have been to what actually is, where Lawrence cements himself as the guy who can lead this franchise to where we all know it deserves to be. The talent is there, the coaching is there, the opportunity is there. Now it's about execution, and that starts with Lawrence taking ownership of those layups, coming out hot from the opening snap, and showing everyone why he was the first pick in that draft. Duval deserves to see that version of Trevor Lawrence. And based on what Cohen is saying, based on the progress we're seeing, based on the trajectory of this partnership, we might be closer to that reality than we think. The time is now. The urgency is real. And the potential is absolutely sky high for what this offense can become when it all clicks together. If you're as fired up about the future of this team as I am, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, because we're going to be breaking down every step of this journey as Lawrence and Cohen continue building something special in Jacksonville. Now here's my question for you, Duval. What do you think is more important for Trevor Lawrence's success right now? A, starting faster and being more aggressive early in games, or B, consistently hitting those easy throws and eliminating mental mistakes? Drop your answer in the comments below and let's get the conversation going, because I want to hear what Jaguars Nation thinks about the path forward for our franchise quarterback.